I should probably preface this video with saying I have a bit of hearing loss, in fact a good bit more than I should have for my age anyway, and I also don't have all that much experience with high-end audio gear, so do take what I say with a pinch of salt as we continue. But with that said, these Edifier Luna HD speakers are quite frankly incredible. At £180, they're not the cheapest speakers on the market, but when it comes to high-end audio gear, that's kind of a drop in the ocean. The speakers have a rather funky design. I have them in white, but you can also pick them up in red or black, and you can also pick them up with a subwoofer for £400, or with an extra 2 of these and a subwoofer and a front-firing speaker for a 5.1 surround setup for £600. The design isn't just for styling though. If you look in the slot in the back, you'll see the 2 3-inch passive bass radiators that help round out the sound these offer. On the front you have a 3/4-inch tweeter for your highs, and then down below that you have a 3-inch full range speaker for, well, everything else. They claim that these have about 74 watts of RMS power per speaker, which is actually pretty impressive. And speaking of impressive, I mean it when I say these things are. They're incredibly clear and crisp. When I first sat down to listen to them for the first time, I actually recorded it, and I was genuinely blown away by how amazing they sound. For the first time in quite a long time as well, it also sounded like the sound wasn't just being blasted at me from 2 speakers, but instead sounded like it was coming from directly in front of me and in the room, as if the band was playing with me. Now, since this Luna HD kit doesn't come with a subwoofer itself, they do lack a little bit of punch in the bass area, but it's not like the bass doesn't exist, and unless you only listen to EDM or drum and bass, I don't think you'll have too much problem with these, especially just because of how clear and crisp the vocals and highs are. I think you're still going to very much enjoy the sound that these provide. Connectivity wise, you can use the 3.5mm jack as just that, or as an optical audio in as well, or you can use Bluetooth to connect your phone or any other devices to them as well, which is great to see. You can control them via either the capacitive buttons on the side of the right speaker, or the 3-button remote that comes in the box, which is nice and small, a little bit plasticky and cheap, but still decent enough. To connect the 2 speakers together, you actually use what the PC community would probably call a mini PCIe 6-pin connector, but either way, it's a nice long and thick shielded cable. These are mostly designed for use with your PC or console rather than a sort of home theater setup. They do lack a little bit of bass punch, and so in films when explosions happen or whatever else, you might be missing a bit of that visceral thump that you get with a large subwoofered system. But if you're just using them with your PC or console for gaming, or for, you know, listening to music, watching YouTube videos or anything like that, then I think you're going to have an amazing time, and I can genuinely highly recommend these. The answer of would I put these on my desk I think is pretty obvious. Yes, I'm actually genuinely considering swapping my existing 2.1 setup for these, just because of how crisp and clear the vocals and the highs are. Now with that said, those are my thoughts. I would love to hear yours in the comments down below. Obviously you can't experience these yourself unless you actually have a pair, but what do you think of the styling? What do you think of the subwooferless design? And generally, would these be something you'd be interested in picking up or not? I'd love to hear that in the comments down below. You can also pick these up or just check out pricing when and where you watch this with a link in the description down below. That'll take you to your local Amazon store where you can see all of that. If you want to see more videos like this one, or a load of other more PC gaming stuff, CPUs, motherboards, laptops, monitors, or other peripherals, then feel free to hit that subscribe button with a bell notification icon. I do videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for plenty more. You can also check out the rest of the links in the description down below if you want to support the channel. There's merch if you want hoodies or t-shirts like this one. I really like this design, very happy with it. Or there's also Amazon and Overclockers UK affiliate links, which don't cost you anything to use, but massively help me out when you do use them. You can also check out the rest of the videos over there, or there's also private internet access, which is a great and cheap VPN, or Humble Bundle for cheap games that support charities too. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, leave us in the comments down below, and we'll see y'all in the next video.